NEOTERRAIN.
A city rises on the plains of Africa. Glass towers shimmer. Roads stretch wide. A sleek new train glides by. But there are no people. No trace of daily life. Diamniadio, a smart city built by the Senegalese government as a symbol of the future. But I pause and ask, was this city really built for people? Or is it a monument to state and capital, not society?
Senegal is now one of West Africa's most stable nations. In 2014, the government launched its national vision, the Plan Sénégal Émergent, or PSE. It placed infrastructure at the center of development. Diamniadio was its crown jewel. But this city wasn't built because people needed it. It was built to be seen. Seen by foreign investors, seen by citizens, seen by the world. Cities today serve as visible performances of national legitimacy.
But growth, shouldn't it mean better lives? Improved well-being? Prosperity felt by people?
Ideally, yes. But today, cities are more performance than platform. Airports, stadiums, convention centers. These aren't just facilities, they're stages. We've begun to treat growth not as something experienced, but as something displayed. And cities have become the media for that message.
But who actually builds these cities?
Mostly Turkish and Chinese construction firms. Financing comes from the Gulf, development banks, or IMF. So while the narrative says nationally led, the reality is externally financed, externally executed urbanism. And that raises a question of sovereignty. When a city that symbolizes the nation is shaped by outside forces, we must ask, whose vision is it really?
Looking at pictures of Diamniadio, I felt displaced. It could be Dubai, Nairobi, Shenzhen, anywhere.
That's intentional. This global future aesthetic is made to attract investors. It's generic, modular, scalable. But in the process, it erases context. It erases history. It erases Senegal. In rushing toward tomorrow, we've pushed the past out of architecture, and with it, the memory of place.
What about the rest of the country? Is rural Senegal included in this future?
That's where the silence lies. As cities modernize, rural areas lag behind. Water, electricity, roads, still missing in many regions. Young people migrate to cities, but jobs aren't there. So informal economies grow. Urbanization often comes with a cost, the invisibility of the rural, and that cost rarely makes it onto policy spreadsheets.
But this feels familiar. Are other countries doing the same?
Absolutely. Kenya's Kanza Techno City, Rwanda's Vision City, Egypt's new administrative capital. All built ahead of demand, all symbol-heavy, resident-light. These cities are part of a global export model. Smart city kits assembled and installed, regardless of culture, context, or community. We are seeing a globalization of urban futures without global readiness for social inclusion.
So what's the alternative? We can't reject cities, but we can't go on like this either.
What we need is a redefinition of the city. Not GDP plus mega projects equals success, but a city rooted in culture, education, and dialogue. Models like slow urbanism, community-led planning. Designs that begin with people, not spreadsheets. The future shouldn't be built for us, but with us. Not engineered, but cultivated.
Future city, it's a seductive phrase. But does that future include us? Or is it just a backdrop for capital to circulate through? Diamniadio is not just a place. It is a question in concrete. Where are we going? And in that future, can we find a place of our own?
新しい地図